Yo, check it out, man. I wanted right here for Bangin-Tables. I used to bang on tables all the time, and I was in the cafeteria when I was in high school. Peace.
Why, I wanted to get back to the album. Why did you call it the Wonder Years? I associate that with
a TV show, right?
Yeah.
That was just the first title I came up with. It was a simple title for me, and it just explains my love of all different types of what I would call black music. You know, going each way. You know, whether it be hip hop or whether it be R&B. It just shows you why I like the SOS Band, or why I like Midnight Star, or why I like Wu-Tang Clan. The Raekwon track was more of a showing you why I adore Wu-Tang Clan more than working with Raekwon. So, yeah.
So I wanna cue up a song that you have with Talib Kweli, "Never Stop Loving," and we'll speak on that.
Okay.
Let everybody hear.
Okay.
The Wonder Years.
Never stop loving you. Hey, what's happening, y'all? Yeah. It's Terrence Martin and my homeboy, Ninth Wonder. Brought to you live from Debbie Terrence Tuesday.
Yeah, you. Excuse me, Miss Lovable. I don't mean to trouble you. Your bubble's so beautiful. Got it from your mother too. That night at the W, bar when I discovered you, made me wanna fix all your problems. Now let me troubleshoot. In all actuality, your mentality.
So it's been well documented that you know, you and Tay have had some issues in the past.
Of course.
We won't get into all that, but we were talking backstage, so to speak, and I wanted to know from you how your relationship is now and how you guys move past those issues.
I mean, we've always been brothers. Brothers just sometimes fight.
Right.
You know, our fight lasted 4 years.
Right.
4 years. But the thing about it is I don't think even in Little Brother that Tay and I respected each other's space. That's a problem with a lot of groups. One is automatically trying to change the other, right? And it usually happens when you get younger. But when you're younger, when you're older, that changes. You accept people for who they are, and you grow yourself too. And so that's what happened between me and Fonte. Like, we respect each other's space, right?
I wanted to ask you about Little Brother and maybe some of the negative impact. You know, you've sometimes received criticism for your approach to music from us. You know, can you speak on that? And if anything that you feel like maybe like some of the negative side of being regarded in that internet space as an artist.
As far as what equipment I use and things.
Yeah, like Fruity Loops or.
I mean, it's just, you know, people are always afraid of what they don't understand. And the majority of the people that was giving me flack on Fruity Loops had Fruity Loops on their computer, didn't know how to use it, messed with it for 30 minutes, and like, it's nothing. I'm gonna go back to my hardware. And so,
first of all, does everybody know what Fruity Loops is? Okay.
Fruity Loops is a program. It's a computer program that is supposed to be used for techno music. And you know, as hip hop, we always make things do things they're not really supposed to do.
Right.
And so I started to make beats on Fruity Loops. And so that was the whole thing. People were afraid of it. And even some of my contemporaries were saying that, you know, he's cheating, this and that, and the third, blah, blah. But I've watched the whole game go from their hardware and everybody's on Logic.
Right.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm in it. Everybody is on Logic and everybody is on computer-based programs. And I went the other way. Now I'm on the MP.
Okay.
So,
speaking of Apple, what's your favorite Apple product?
The MacBook Pro.
Okay.
Like, does everybody have a MacBook Pro? Isn't it like your best friend? Like, you like leave the house without it? Like, I check I'll check for my wallet, my keys, my phone, and my MacBook. If I don't have that, I don't leave the house. I don't care. It's just, you know, it's a great, that's my favorite product. My favorite Apple creation is iTunes.
Hands down.
Hands, for the music freaks of the world, they had me in mind. The people who got the CD cases that's this thick, with CDs and your liner notes slid behind the CD or in front, wherever you got it, they were thinking about me, and that is the greatest ever.
How's your iTunes organized? I love to see how people have their iTunes catalog organized, playlists.
Well, most DJs have playlists on the side.
Right.
I have stuff like Ninth Wonder shower hits. Anybody listen to music in the shower? I have, you know, Ninth Wonder's top Jerry Curl hits from the 80s. Ninth Wonder's MTV British hits. Like, I have a list like that, depending on what day it is. So that's how I have my iTunes set up. Yeah.
I'd love for you to lose your iPod so I can find
God.
Has that ever happened to you?
You know what? Crazy story. There's a story that Jay-Z lost. There's the urban legend that Jay-Z lost his iPod in the airport one time at LAX, and they shut the airport down.
Wow.
They shut the entire airport down. Like,
yeah.
It was around the time he was working on the record, and they shut it down.
That's a personal thing.
Yes.
I've lost mine, and I felt totally violated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It feels like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I lost my iPod. Oh my God. Phones, whatever.
Right.
iPod, you taking your time to make each playlist and it's gone, man. Something.
Okay. Now you're a family man.
Yes.
And you have children.
Yes, sir.
Your child comes up to you and says, "Daddy, I think I want to be a rapper." What do you say?
My child, my now 10-year-old, when she was 4, graduating from preschool, they had to do a presentation. And, you know, they would announce the child's name, and the child would come up and say exactly what they wanted to be.
Right.
My child said she wanted to be a rock star.
Okay.
We had to buy a guitar,
Okay.
and she had to walk out on stage, and she wanted to be a rock. And my, you know, that now 10-year-old she's me all over. She's so eccentric, and she's so like baby, you know you weird, right? She's like, I love it. Yes, I'm weird, Daddy. I know. Like she's so on her own. She beat her own drum, man. She loves it. Like she loves it.
So she leans more towards rock and like alternative music, or?
She just leans more towards like, I brainwash my kids with music.
Okay.
Yes, I started at a very early age. I brainwash. I ask my kids all the time, like, you know Gucci Mane is? No, we don't. And they're telling the truth. But my, on trips, we take trips. My 7-year-old requests Anita Baker. Requests. She might not know the title, but she can sing from beginning to end.
Right.
3. She wants to hear that, and that's from me playing just my iPod.
Right. We're similar in that. Mine will request Paul Abdul straight up.
Right. That's it. Yeah.
Definitely. I feel you. I want to speak on the Death of a Pop Star album you did with David Banner. I love that album, first of all, but also I thought it was great to see that 2 college-educated hip-hop artists came together for such an intelligent...
People don't think that exists. Say that again.
2 college-educated hip-hop brothers. Can you speak on the album? I mean, and just what it meant to you personally, and furthermore, what it meant to the game. You did a lot of press on that album.
Yeah.
And it meant a lot to a lot of us. Can you speak on it?
The game got to the point where they like to put people in boxes. I'm supposed to be the underground hip-hop, super duper coach or whatever. And David Banner was in the club, although he had a history of being with Crooked Letters, where he was, he still is an MC. So a lot of people didn't put us together. But as we told people, we had more in common than people thought. We're both black, we're both over 30. We both love our family. We both were college educated. We both believed in a lot of the same things, and that's why the album turned out the way it did.
Right. Okay. Before we get to the audience, I noticed something on the album cover. I know you as a humble brother, but I noticed you're wearing a crown on the cover.
Right.
I'd like to know what the significance of the crown is.
Well, first of all, the picture was created by an artist by the name of P.S. I'm Dope. That is a student from UVA, University of Virginia in Charlottesville.
It's a great piece.
And she presented me with the picture on Twitter one day, and I was searching. That was a while back, and I was searching for album covers, and she actually gave me the print. I had to lecture at Virginia one time, and she actually gave me the print, and I had it framed. So I was walking in the house one day, I'm scrambling for an album cover, and I looked at the print, and I was like, that's it. And so, and under it I have For Bright Lady, and the Bright Lady is my sister that passed in 1977. So the crown means I'm the. Does anybody know the poem Invictus?
Yeah, I know that by heart.
Right. Of course. I'm the master of my fate and the captain of my soul. That's what that means.
Okay.
Because I'm king of my household. I'm king of my domain. I'm controller of my career, which a lot of people can't say that. They don't know where they're coming or going. They have 50 people tell them to go this way, that way. I've been looking over my career for the past 7 years on my own. That's what that crown means. That I control this space,
right,
and my music, and that's what that crown means. On my own terms, and make the music that I want to make.
Right.
So I'm the king of my domain.
Okay.
That's what that means.
And for the audience, if you are not completely familiar with Knight's discography, please go to Wikipedia or wherever you need to go. I mean, his body of work in this period of time is incredible. I mean, truly remarkable, I must say. Everybody from Buckshot to Beyonce to Jay-Z to Murs. I mean, it spans this, million miles wide. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, I mean, I just want to thank you on behalf of hip hop.
Thank you.
And Ninth Wonder.
Thank you.
So I believe we're going to.
So we have a microphone. Raise your hand if you have a question. This guy right here in the second row.
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right. My name is Aknat Imad Shariki, and I would like to know your mind state on Slow Down, making the Whisper song on Impact with David Banner.
When I sample records, I just sample what feels good to me. Like it's, you just asked me, basically what you asked me was asking a basketball player, I want to know your mind state when you just jammed on that dude coming out of lane. It's an instinct thing. It's not, it's something that becomes innate in you after practice over time. And that sample just spoke to me.